Welcome to Basic Cooking with Chef Agnow. So today we're going to do Mexican food. We're going to start with the quesadillas, very popular items. We're just going to do chicken quesadillas today, and it's very, very popular. We use the thigh meat, the dark meat of the chicken, because that's more flavorful and it's juicy. We made some salsa. We have our cheese, shredded cheddar cheese. And then we have a little bit of sauce here, like roasted pepper coulis, some herbs. And our chicken has already been marinated with some garlic, cilantro, lime, lemon, olive oil, and it's got chili powder and cumin. And then we have here some peppers and onions, and then we're gonna start cooking. So when the cook is our meat, because it takes a longer time, we definitely want to fully cook it. So I cut the chicken into small pieces. It's easier to cook like this. You can also grill it, but then you gotta grill it, then cut it. But when you do that, you lose some juice if you don't let it rest. So you can serve this in a buffet, just the meat and peppers and onions and the salsa on the side. Or you can do take the flour tortillas and throw them up on the oven, make it like taquitos, or make it flat and cut and use it like a quesadillas. Very popular bar item, especially now that we have the games are back. This football season. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this chicken sit on one side. And my chicken is halfway. So instead of adding wine to this, I actually have a really good source of acid. See the salsa we made, when you cut the tomatoes and all those vegetables go with it, they release the liquid. The liquid is full of acid. Just gonna drizzle it around. And that's actually gonna add flavor, so I don't waste it. Oh man, this smells so wonderful. Now I gotta add my onions and pepper mix. You can also add red pepper if you wish. Slice half jalapeno if you like it. I'm just making a simple base. Basically onion, pepper, chicken mixed together and cooked together, and then roll or flatten with tortillas. So we're gonna let all this cook together nicely. This just smells wonderful. Marinade really helps a lot. And the chicken thigh juicy, beautiful. The juice caramelizes in the bottom, creates the foam. It's all flavor. The chicken is almost cooked, so we're gonna taste it, make sure it has all the seasoning it needs. And we continue. At this moment, our chicken is almost done. So we don't want to cook it too long. We don't want it to dry out. It's getting nice color. Onions are caramelized a little bit. This is good enough. So we're just gonna save it and start getting it ready for making quesadillas. Now you can serve this in a shaping dish and next to it you can serve the quesadillas, flour tortillas warm. Of course sour cream, salsa, and some cheese. What we're gonna do, we're gonna assemble them. Because I have a feeling with this COVID-19, I don't know when this is over, but if it's not over, it's going to be all like individual servings and stuff like that. So some take this and dice it to make the quesadillas. I don't like to dice it. I like to use chicken like that. If you dice it, it looks like it's processed, and people are not going to like that. But when it's a whole like this, it looks like it's natural, normal. Okay, we're ready to go. I just drizzled my skillet here with some oil. So my griddle is nice and clean. It's ready. It's hot. You get some little bit of oil. So at this moment, I'm gonna put a couple of tortillas down. I'm gonna put this face that doesn't have a color down first. Okay. Now I gotta put some cheese. I'm using a lot of leftover cheddar cheese. Cheese is gonna play like a glue. So you do want it to melt. At this moment I'm gonna put my chicken here, pepper on top. I'm going to spread it because you don't want this to be too full. When you try to bite on it, it's going to fall apart. So we're not dicing it, but at least we want it to hold a little bit. Just like a 2 ounce of chicken in there. Mix is plenty. 1 ounce of cheese. The finer the cheese, the better it is because it will melt much faster. Then we're gonna see how we're doing in the bottom here. Once our flour tortillas are starting to get a little color, means they're getting hot, we're gonna cover it up. I'm gonna turn this a little bit more. And this is a fun thing. I mean, easy stuff to do. I mean, you can add some herbs if you want. I'd rather use this at the end. Leave the salsa so people can add their own salsa. You don't want it to be wet because if it's wet, then the bread will be soggy. So we can do like this now. Then we can flip it using a spatula. It's going to be a little crispy outside but soft inside. So we're just going to continue to do that. We're going to do a couple more, maybe just one more this way. Just to give you different ideas how we do this. So some people like to use the Monterey Jack cheese. It's got a little kick. Some like to use a mild cheddar. There's a lot of recipes there. Who's right, who's wrong? I don't know. I just go by what I like, what the flavor I like. I mean, I love this cheese here. It's still here, it goes well. I like that salsa I made and my pepper coulis. Oh, that's what we want. See a little crispy outside. Now we're talking. So I'm going to show you how we cut this up. So this is done. When you see the cheese melting like that, it's done. So you get a nice sharp knife. This is another one. You do it, you roll it. You do like an egg roll type. And then you want to sear the bottom, this bottom first. So you roll it like this. And then you want to sear this bottom first. Clean up. You may want to put it in higher heat. So this is gonna kind of seal it in one side, and then you can turn it and give it some color. It's gonna be crisp outside. You can add more oil if you want. And just it's almost like a pan frying. That's a beautiful color right there. That's what you want. check the other side. Yeah. Now you see the color. Beautiful. I'm going to take this down now. So what we want to do is just let it cool off for a minute. I don't want to cut it right now. The other way you can do it is like this, and you fill it up with the cheese and then just roll it over. Just like that. Okay, so this is, it's good to have serrated knife. Just cut first. Same food, you make an appetizer and you make just bar food. So you take a plate like this. So you can actually do like this. It's a beautiful appetizer right there. So you have that. Hope that makes your day.